Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jarrell. Today we're going to be doing a summer look. I went to a get-together this past weekend and I was able to play with my makeup, and I really like the way that the makeup actually turned out, so I wanted to recreate it in my channel. But yes, so that's what we're gonna do today. Before we move into the tutorial, I just wanted to let you know that I am very excited because I finally hit 100 subscribers. I know it's not a lot. This is a very small channel, but I'm just so happy that 100 people are actually subscribed to my channel, and I am so very thankful. You know, this really started as a fun channel, and it still is a fun thing for me to do. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue on doing it because I really enjoy doing makeup tutorials. I really enjoy talking about makeup and anything that has to do with beauty related. I'm really, like, I love it. You know, I feel like this is my me time. This is where I can do what I like to do, passionately like to do. So yeah, so I hope that you stick around. If you're new, welcome to my channel, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and click that little bell for notifications so whenever I upload a new video, which is every week, yeah, you can be notified. Thank you again, and let's go on to the tutorial. Okay guys, so as you can see, I already did my brows. I've been using Precise My Brow from Benefit, and I really like it. I'm very excited that I'm using something new to my brows and that I am enjoying it. So to prime my eyes today, I'm going to be using my Tarte, or you can always use your concealer, and you just dab a little bit, and yeah, you just blend it in, and that could definitely be your primer. I am using this shadow right here, which is the banana shade that I showed you on my last video. I use that so I can set my brows. I started from the top of my brows into the crease. The palette that I'm going to be using today is the Natasha Denona. The packaging is beautiful, very nice and sleek. It actually doesn't get dirty because of the material, so I really appreciate that. And this is what it looks like. The only thing that I don't like is this little thing right here. I just wished all the shadows, the names of the shadows, were actually printed on the case, not on this plasticky thing. So, well, this is what the shadows look like. Very summery, warm tone palette. So this is what I'm going to be using today. However, this is a limited edition palette. You can find shades that are similar to the ones that I'm going to use today. This is just to give you an idea and what you can do with your own shade. So you don't necessarily have to have this palette to create this look. Let's go on to the look. Let's start. So I'm going to grab this shade right here, Bermuda. So it's this shade right here. It's a brownish pinky tone. I'm going to put that on my crease, and I'm going to stand it out and start building it up. Okay, so let me bring you in a little closer. I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is the orangey tone, and I'm going to put that on top of my crease. So the first shade, I put it right on my crease and a little bit above. So as you can see, from here all the way down to the inner corner, I blended it up. Now you're going to grab some of the Horizon shade, and I am going to put it right on top of the first shade. Okay, so far that's what I have. The next thing that we're going to do, we're going to grab my favorite brush to put glittery pigments, and this one is the MAC 242 brush. I'm going to grab this shade right here, which is called Bronzage. Now you don't want to sweep it like we were doing with the other brush. This one is flat, as you can see, and you need to actually press it down, press it and let it go. And you do that in the inner corner as well as the outer corner. We're going to build this shade up in the inner corner and in the outer corner. I want nothing in the middle. We're going to put a different shade in there. Okay, so after you pack those two shades on the side, you're going to go back to this shade right here, and you're going to grab a little bit, and you're just going to put your brush in a position where you're not touching the lid. You're going to bring it up, and you're going to blend the edges. Very, very gently, so you don't move any of the shadow that you just deposit on your lid. Now I'm going to take this golden shade right here, and that one is called Sunday's Color right here, which is a very yellow based gold, and I'm going to flip the same brush, and I'm going to use the clean side, and I'm going to grab a little bit, and this is what we're going to put right in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the bronzage and the Sunday's Color, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them back on my brush, and I'm going to reapply them, but this time I'm going to be using Fix Plus so we can intensify the color. So now I'm going to grab these two shades right here, this one and a little bit of the orange one. So just going back and forth. The brown one is called Sanai, and I'm just going to focus that in the outer corner as well as working it into my crease. Very low on the crease, not blown out like the other color. And I'm just taking Sanai now. And this is just to create some definition. I'm going to take Terra, which is this darker brown right here, and that I'm just going to focus it on the outer corners. That's it. And then I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Igneous. And it's this color right here. And also in the outer corners. Now going back to our blending brush, we're just going to go above all these colors and just blend them together. The outer corner, and blend, blend, blend. You don't have to go in the colors, just on the edges. Okay, so what I'm going to do for foundation today, I'm going to be actually mixing this mixing 3 products. I know it's a lot, but you can do it, or you can just do what works best for you for your skin. I'm going to be mixing my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation as well as the True Match, and this one is in a darker color, which is W8. My Luminous Silk is in 6.5. This one is a lot lighter than my whole entire body, so that's why I need to mix it. And to give it a little bit more glow to my skin, I'm going to be adding a little bit of the MAC Gold Light, and this one is the Strobe Cream. So yes, I'm going to do everything on the back of my hand. So I do 2 pumps of the Luminous Silk, like 2 little drops of my True Match, and 1 good squeeze of the strobing. And I'm going to use my trusty finger to mix it all together. And I'm just gonna apply it on my skin. Okay, so I am blending this foundation in with my damped beauty blender. So you want to make sure that you're dragging your foundation to your neck. So you definitely don't want to have that mark. So you always want to bring your foundation down to your neck and just blend it, blend it down. So I use the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. This is what it looks like. I am using the shade medium. I want to keep the skin very dewy. What I'm gonna do, instead of just powdering usually my face, I bake and everything, I'm just gonna lightly powder my face, which is my T-zone. But before I do that, I want to add a little bit more glow to my face. I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs Do You Dewdrops, and I'm going to be using that on the highest point of my cheeks as well as my Cupid's bow. And I'm going to be using just a little bit, because you really need just a little tiny bit of this. Way too much. You only need a tiny bit. On the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose. A beauty blender again. I'm just going to press that in. Okay, so to set my concealer and face in the center, and just very lightly all over, but without taking the dewiness out of the skin, I am going to be using my MAC, and this one is in medium tan, and this is a mineralized skin finish. I'm gonna put some under my eye. In between my brows, which is the one that I feel like I have the most texture. And then whatever I have left right here, especially because this is where I'm going to put a different powder, and this is going to be my bronzer, so I want to make sure that I have some kind of powder there so it blends nicely. I'm going to bronze my face, and I'm going to be using my Marc Jacobs For blush, I'm going to be using this blush right here from MAC, and this one is a classic. It's Peaches. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the eyes. I'm going to start with the reddish colors right here, this two, orangey and the reddish shade, and focus that on the outer corner. Going to go back to the darker shade right here, and that is really tight to the lashes, and just in the outer corners, and then connect it to your lid. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a little pencil, and this one is the Sigma E21, and I'm going to grab the bronzage shade, and I'm going to build it up right here, as well as in the inner corner. And right in the center, I want to grab the gold shade. I'm going to grab the Stila Magnificent Metal, and this one is in the color Gold Goddess. So I'm just going to put the tiniest amount right in the middle of my lid, and right on the bottom, right in the center, right where you put the gold shade, that's where we're gonna put. So I'm going to retouch my lashes with some mascara, and I'm going to apply some mascara on the bottom lashes. Finished with the eyes already. I'm just using mascara. I'm not going to put any false lashes today. So after my lashes are dry, what I like to do is just go back with my curler and just give them a little squeeze, just a little bit. So what I'm gonna do now is highlight, and the highlighter that I'm going to be using today is from Ofra. I'm going to be picking up this one right here, and I am pretty sure that is Rodeo Drive, It just doesn't have any of the names, but I'm gonna be using this one right here, and then a little bit of this one, the highest point of my cheeks, which is right here. And I don't want to go too far in here because I do have pores and I just don't want to make them stand out. So I'm just gonna focus that right there, and I still have texture, but I'm okay with it. The tip of my nose, on my bridge, on my cupid's bow. Then I'm going to grab some more and I'm just gonna put it on my collarbone. And like I said, this is a summery, glowy kind of look. I'm going to grab a little bit of this one right here, and I'm just going to pop that right there. Wow. It's like I bathe myself in highlighter, but that's the idea for summer, right? All right, so for my body, I use this Tom Ford shimmery body oil, and it smells so good. And that's what I use for my body. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's nice and glowy. Okay, for lips, I'm going to be using MAC Strip Down. So I ordered some products from Jouer, and this one is in the color Noisette. So I'm going to apply that. So yeah, this is the final look. I hope that you try it, and if you do, don't forget to tag me in all of my social medias, which is Makeup by Jarrell. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.